thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful interview. I know you had a wonderful session and you just finished. I would just want to quickly ask you, um, what's your background and which company do you work for? And I mean, how do you, get into the company you work for presently?
Okay, so I'll try and keep it very brief. I read law, so law undergraduate, LLB, at the University of Warwick. Have an LLM in international law, another interest of mine from the University of Nottingham, and then came back to Nigeria, went to law school, and got my first job in the law firm of Dodo Mambelo Sage. Did a lot of commercial law, oil and gas, corporate law, some capital market, and company secretarial.
Yeah.
5 years into that journey, I had a happenstance meeting with a cousin of mine who worked in Denham management at that time. And my cousin then introduced me to Mr. Edwin and said, I had to come and interview in Denham management. So I wasn't even thinking of changing careers.
Oh,
So I went and did that interview. They insisted that I had to join Denham management. I was
yeah,
up for a challenge, joined Denham management, and first in a legal role.
okay.
And then Mr. Edwin just thought that, my talents that he saw were wasted in just purely legal and
Absolutely.
wanted me to get more involved in the capital market and the asset management business. So I then moved into capital markets. So that's where my journey started. In 2008, Denham Management then did a business combination with Chapel Hill Advisory Partners. So Denham Management, Chapel Hill then became Chapel Hill Denham.
Oh,
And over the years, rising through the ranks, and I'm now the managing director of Chapel Hill Denham Advisory, so the investment banking business of Chapel Hill Denham.
great.
In
Great.
Chapel Hill Denham, we have an investment banking business, an asset management business, stockbroking business, and then we have some other principal investments that we do, almost like in the P space. So my core day to day is in the investment banking
Okay.
space. And then yesterday, I guess, pinnacle of that journey into the capital markets,
Yeah.
I was elected the first female president of the
This is good news.
Association of
This
Issuing
is this
Houses
is
of
good news.
Nigeria. So that's
Congratulations.
my journey, that's
That's
my
great.
story.
That's great. Thank you so, and congratulations on
Thank
your
you very much.
new role, and best of luck on that.
Thank you.
So, and now let's try to because the audience will be thinking, who are the people that can approach you at Chatham Hill? Because is it meant for everybody, or just corporate society or corporate companies can be the only ones to approach you? So, who are the people you look for?
So, as I said, there are three aspects of the Chapel Hill Denham business under that umbrella. Now, for the investment banking space, it'll be mainly corporates and subnationals and the federal government of Nigeria. Chapel Hill Denham issued the first and second sovereign green bond for the federal government of Nigeria. We've done a lot of issuances for Lagos State. We were on the Ocean State Sukuk. So a lot of the work that we do is corporates. The first green bond for corporates in Nigeria for Access Bank certified. And so we find ourselves being money managers in investment banking by bringing people who are wanting to make their capital work for them to people who are seeking capital for businesses or for projects. So that's for the corporate aspect of the business that we do. But then we have an asset management business, and that asset management business is starting from the very top of the ladder to the very bottom of the ladder. And the whole point is to aggregate money and make returns, make investments, give people a profit from the money that they make. And under the umbrella of our asset management business, we developed an app called Invest Niger. And that Invest Niger will, hopefully when that publicity starts, just begin to crowd in a lot of people. And I think one of the things that we are really trying to give knowledge and to give some expose people to is the power of compounding.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
leave 100 naira, over a period, it
Yeah.
compounds,
It's
and that
compounds.
100 naira grows for you. A lot of people would say that they're waiting for the big day when they can give you 1 million, 10 million for an investment. But if you have the discipline of every day putting away 1,000 naira, putting away 100 naira. If you're doing 1,000 a day, at the end of the month you have 30,000.
Absolutely.
You know, if you're doing 100 naira, at the end of the month you have what, 3,000. At the end of the year you have 36,000
absolutely,
naira.
absolutely.
And so therefore it's not about when I get there. It's about starting now. So we cut across both corporates and individuals right to the bottom of the pyramid.
I mean, this is interesting. This is interesting. So I would just quickly go to the second question. I mean, when you received the letter that you'll be speaking at this event and you saw the theme towards just transition, what comes to mind? What do you think about it?
So I think for me, a just transition, speaking to me, is more about transitioning from a uniproduct financial base to creating a wider base. So people along the value chain, even there are 400 million Nigerians, maybe half of us are adults enough, 18 and above, to be able to make an investment. So 200 million people can look across the spectrum of investments and say, you know, I want to do a green bond. I want to do only a blue bond. I want to do a bond. I want to do a sukuk. I want to do a muhabara. I want to do an ijara. You know,
Yeah,
it's expanding that, and the justness of that is that you are exercising your choice. You know that you understand the product, and then you say to yourself that which of this best suits my own profile. So that's what struck me when I got the letter.
I think looking at what you just mentioned in terms of the different aspects of investment that you thought about when you saw this, and you know, a lot of people saw this as different from what you just said.
Right.
We're looking at it from a just financing aspect, moving from conventional to, Islamic. Some saw it from the aspect of moving from the carbon emission to the green. So, I mean, these are interesting perspectives that we've gotten from that. Thank you so much for that. And I would just want you to go into a little bit talk about, the investments you've done in terms of the non-interest investment that your company has done so far.
Okay. So, as I said, we started with Ocean State. We were joint issuing house with Lotus Capital at the time. The Sukuk was a totally new product. We did quite a bit of sensitization at the time, and we got a good buy-in because I remember that book was oversubscribed. And then between when Ocean State had issued their Sukuk, there was less activity. And then eventually the federal government of Nigeria picked up on that, but we weren't mandated on that. And then came Family Homes Fund, who we then established a Sukuk, a debt issuance program of 30 billion. The first issuance was 10 billion. The second issuance was 20 billion. And again, very, very well received.
Great.
And then following on from that, we've done a real estate investment trust where we raised 44 billion this year. And it's a Sharia compliant product. So, you know, within our firm, there are many opportunities that we're looking at, and there are quite a number of clients that we're speaking with to just try and expand the breadth of the investment instruments that they issue, so that they're crowding, you know, a lot more investors into their products.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate, being on this wonderful, interview with me. Thank you so much for
Thank you very much.
that.
Thank you
so much. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you.